Hey, I've been into AI for the last 2 weeks, diving deep into it because my line of work requires me to be very flexible and I need to get into it or else I'm going to be obsolete. So, having into building automations and agents and you name it. And the more I get into AI, the more I realize that the future is agriculture. You heard that well. Let me say that again. The future is agriculture. I got that sentence or that statement from, I think it was a documentary or something like that, a trailer that I saw on YouTube. And it got stuck with me because I thought is exactly that. The future is agriculture because we humans will not survive what's coming. And obviously that is spreading fear. I'm aware of that. I'm aware. But yeah, I think we have about 10 years to really set a plan or to execute a plan to get into a place where we become humans again, where we can collaborate and coexist with nature and our surroundings and our own nature in a way that is cleaner than what we're doing now. Because if we continue in this path, there will be a moment where we are going to completely merge with the machine. We already are merged with the machine. We already are pretty much very dependent on it. I was today at a birthday party for my son. He's a toddler, so they were all little guys there running and whatnot. And because it was a public space, I had to basically watch after him or like just look after him to see what he was doing. And he was very safe. So it was really like about an hour and a half of me just watching him, very boring activity. And the urge that I was feeling to go and look for my phone, it was a battle, an internal battle. You don't need your phone now. Just relax. If your son is okay, just relax. I know it's awkward because there are other parents, but you don't need to submerge on a phone right now because you're not feeling comfortable or because you're not doing something productive or because you're just, being bored because you have to watch your son. So that level of dependency that we have, it's a signal that we're obviously already, kind of merged with the machine. When I say in 10 years from now, when I say merging into the machine, I'm like talking about cyborgs, basically, like a real merge. And so that plan of 10 years is a plan to go back to the basis. And I'm not sure how that basis look like just yet. I think it's obviously going to be different for everyone. We'll see. Not everyone has the possibility to buy acres of land and build, a cabin in the goods. I don't know how that is going to look really. But I do know that it will need to go back to the basics, and those basics really imply agriculture of some sort, even if it's just, planting some tomatoes in your backyard or something. That can be a way of getting away, or like of reconnecting with that human sense. Yeah, I've been also watching a lot of very satisfying YouTube videos about, one day in a very far village in the middle of Iran, or I don't know, Ukraine, or like some kind of like very, exotic land. Um, and the villagers are still doing the same things that the West used to do less than 100 years ago. And they just go about their life, and they don't feel that constant anxiety of feeling threatened by something. Because if it's not AI, it's some other type of technology, or some other type of financial pressure that is just, keep us kind of like going. And it's not bad to go. I think that's, a stage of life. But because I'm already almost 50, I'm going to be 50 in 2 years. I'm certainly thinking, okay, how is that going to be after, like these last 10 years of hardcore activity? Where do I want to be? So not only me, where am I going to be, but also where is my son going to be, where I want him to be. Do I want him to keep developing his personality and spirit in the Anglo-Saxon world, or maybe it's time to just go back to community, go back to the basics of agriculture and what that means, like just planting and being there, and like just learning something, some type of survival skill. Anyways, I know that I'm being a little bit too far ahead of what's going on right now, but that's the way that my mind works. That's why I actually do these videos, so I can learn how to articulate in the moment, because my mind is always thinking 3 hours or 3 minutes ahead. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I don't know, let me know in the comments below, what's your plan? Thank you. Bye bye.